Yo, what's good, guys? What's goody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, I have a little bit more energy today. Yesterday, I know I was a little bit, I'm still a little bit tired. I didn't get as much sleep as usual, but it's a little bit more than yesterday. Yesterday, bro, it was bad, bro. But now today we're a little bit more energized, so that's good. That's good. Um, Now I forgot to go get my water, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, all right, we're back. Unprepared as always. Right, you know me, bro. Anyways, so coming to market open today. We didn't have so much volume at first. I mean, kind of, but nothing crazy on the first opening candle. Now this next candle, right here that we had at 9:35 was pretty. It was something, right? It was a pretty nice candle, right? If you measure out this candle, it should be more than 50. Yeah, pretty much 60 points over here. Um, So what we can do is mark it out as a gap here, and we just finished taking out not the craziest, but we took out a nice level of liquidity. If you look at like the 15 minute, the 5 minute, 15 minute, maybe even the 30 minute, it's a rejection point in the market that we had. I'm assuming yesterday at 6 in the morning. No, this was actually a few hours ago. Okay, so yeah, we did this level of liquidity here. Not the strongest one, but we could work with it. Over at 25.67. Here comes the jokes in the chat. But we're gonna base our buys based off this, whether it's a continuation model or a reversal model. I don't really think we're gonna get anything crazy off of this level. We could, but I don't really think. Like out of every level, I would imagine it to be somewhere off here or anywhere else, pretty much. Yeah, look at the chat, bro. I already know it. Anyways, okay, here. Let me make sure that I'm live on YouTube as well. Yep. Let me go ahead and put it down live. What's good, YouTube, man? What's up, guys? What is up? And put it out real quick. One sec. Okay, there you go. Anyways, okay, so yeah, we took out the level of liquidity. Obviously we just took it out like not even a minute ago, or maybe like 2 minutes ago. So we still need to wait for a reaction off of this level. But depending on whatever reaction we get, we could probably get a trade going. If we can't get a reaction off of this high over here, this internal, we would have to work with the London, which I kind of prefer. Now, there's pros and cons behind it. It's a better level. It's a better level of liquidity, but it's further away. So it could obviously take some time to take out, get the reaction, get the setup, and so on, right? But if we want to work with something here, we could. It's just not my favorite level. Like I'm not saying that the level of liquidity is bad. Wait, let's see if we can even form a setup. Knowing our luck, we're probably not even gonna hold this fair value gap. But what I was gonna say is not my favorite level. I'm not saying that it's bad. I just prefer to take out more of a session high or something like a stronger high. But this one could still work, right? It's the market found this high, sold off, pulled back, found this high, sold off, pulled back, found this high, and sold off into lower lows, right? So this is a valid level of liquidity, just not the strongest one, right? Because if you look at the rejection, we had a few rejection points off of this level, which makes it somewhat valid, but it's not like a strong rejection like this where we see the high and we instantly sell off. It's we saw the high, we chopped up, and then we slowly sold off into the downside. All right, so obviously still a pretty valid level of liquidity. We can see that ES actually ended up taking out the level of liquidity that we're currently sitting at on NQ, which is right here, and we're heading towards the London high. So if we're going to be looking for some downside, if that's going to be the reaction with ES taking out both the internal and the London, and NQ taking out this internal with the fair value gap below, if ES wants to take out this London high and reject back down, since it kind of seems like ES is leading the momentum in the market for this morning at least, we could probably get some selling pressure off of this and help NQ go lower into this down here. Because since ES is leading to the upside, if since ES is leading to the upside, this shows us that buyers aren't really too interested on NQ. So if ES starts showing some selling interest off of this high up here, the selling pressure on NQ should technically be stronger. Do you get what I'm saying? Because once again, we have buying pressure on NQ because of ES, right? But with ES, if ES is able to sell off, which we should have been taking, no, not yet, 1 point away. But if ES can slow down on the buying pressure, since ES is a stronger one, NQ should be technically, since it's the weaker one, it should be selling off a little bit harder, if that makes sense. So we'll see. I mean, we're still getting a little bit more buying pressure. We just flipped this candle from red to green. Thankfully, we were able to hold this fair value gap. We're closing in about 24 seconds. So we should be able to close this fair value gap. If it doesn't, I just don't know what to say. But it should. It should. But now the real question is okay, do we want to get a DOL sweep from the London on ES, which we just took out, and this internal, or do we want to go higher into the NQ London before we see anything? Because for now, our bias should be sitting bullish. Yep, indicators also reading bullish as well, right? And the whole reason behind this is mainly because of this level of liquidity here. All right, so yeah, we'll see. We got to give the market some time. I did tell you guys yesterday that I kind of did want to avoid any trade in the first 30 minutes of market open. So honestly, the longer we take in forming a setup, kind of the better. But it's whatever. You know what I mean? I rather finish the day early than a little bit later. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Wait for 10 a.m. for sure. Yeah, we do have 10 a.m. news today, actually, as well. It's not anything crazy. We have existing home sales, but it can hopefully move the market. I always say that it moves the markets because I had one trade once. I don't know if you guys ever remember. But I was waiting for existing home sales, and out of nowhere, the market dumped to 200 points, and I missed the trade. But ever since then, the market has never moved again with that news. So I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad, bro. But yeah. David, how did your one-on-one mentorship work? I pretty much just do everything one-on-one. I wish I could really help. I try my best. You guys know I try my best helping you guys in here as much as I can. I try catching up with the chat as often. You know, I try to read everything. But since there's so many of you guys in here, I can't really help you guys on like a more, I would say, precise level, if that makes sense. So with the mentorship, I kind of do like group calls and one-on-one calls, and I focus on where you're struggling rather than what I want to teach in the premium. Because with the premium, I can't just teach one specific topic that one person asked me. You know what I mean? Everyone else needs help in their own way. So it's just a lot. It's just, I guess, more easier to understand, if that makes sense. But yeah. Anyways, let me see something here. Oh, I was about to say, I thought we had a fair value gap here, but we don't. Okay, and ES actually ended up taking out another level of liquidity, which is an external high over here. So we took out the London, we took out the external. Hopefully, we can start showing some weakness here. Because if we can start showing some weakness to a downside, I mean, we would have to sell off 60 points already to even get the fair value, or 55 points now. But if we can start showing this, look at this. We're getting the deal, or we're trying to get the DOL sweep. So if this can hold down, I might have been wrong on the buying pressure, because NQ is holding green while ES is holding red now. But I mean, to be fair, ES did take out the levels of liquidity first, so it should be losing interest first. So the thing is here, I don't know if we're going to take out the London first or maybe just sweep all the way back down. I would honestly prefer that we take out the London first. And if anything, we could just work with a fair value gap over here. We could just work with this fair value gap projection. Because what can happen is, okay, look, we take out the London, we tap into the fair value gap, we reject 30 points below the London, and then we would have a fair value gap projection with the DOL sweep. And then we have targets lower, which will be the fair value gap down here, and then the London down here, which wouldn't be a bad trade, honestly. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna give the market a few more minutes. Plus, hopefully we can stall the market as much as possible for the next 12 minutes, because we have home sale news coming out. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but you never know. You really never know. So we'll see. And if the news ends up coming out super bullish, we can still work with an inverse up here, which I'm not trying to, but if I have to, I will. Right? It'll be more of a trade like yesterday. I feel like all of this week, like this entire week, we've been working with old fair value gaps. That I keep saying that I don't want to use them, and I end up using them and they end up working. Hey, thank you, Brian, bro. Thank you for the vouch. Now, one thing I will say, guys, is now that most people are here, also on YouTube, guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me when Apex is gonna do a sale. For those that don't know, they did a sale yesterday. It's gonna last for 6 days. If you guys do want to cop some accounts for 80% off, it's called Blastoise. It's on the top of the screen. So if you guys want to stack up on some Apex accounts right now, maybe you're waiting on the sale to get some accounts. The sale is active right now. I don't know if you guys were paying attention or not yesterday. Oh yeah, dude. For the people that need to activate their account, they make the activation fee super cheap. It's $80. Yeah, because back then I think like a second ago, like 2 days ago, the activation fee was like 150 or something, 140. Did Apex update the UI for the dashboard? I think so, honestly. I don't really use the Apex dashboard that much, but I did open it yesterday and it did look a little bit different. Yeah, yeah, I think they did. I think they did. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, we just finished taking out the London. Which I don't know how and why we're getting so much mind pressure. Just a second ago, we were literally looking super weak to the downside, but I guess not. But we're approaching this 15-minute gap here. Also the 5 minute maybe? Now we already inversed the 5 minute, but we do have it on the 15 minute. So maybe we can use a 15-minute rejection into a DOL sweep from the London into lower, or we can go from London to 192 with the home sale news. There's just so many things that we could do off this gap here. We can either inverse it or reject it from so many levels, because we have a level inside as well, which would be at 192. Okay, now we're inside of the Fair Valley gap. Do we have one on the 5 minute though? Oh, my cat is meowing. One sec, guys. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come on. Come here. Come on. All right, I'm back. Okay. Bro, every time my cat wants to come in the room, bro, he meows like crazy, bro. And when I open the door, he runs away. Like, what? Anyways, okay. So, yeah, we're inside of this Fair Valley gap. We have a 5 minute gap here. So, if anything, maybe we don't use a rejection here. We just wait for an inverse here. But if we wait for the inverse, our first price target would be 35 points. So, that's actually really good. Okay, yeah. Actually, it's looking a little bit more organized, which is what I was hoping for. We are inside of this 15-minute gap here on ES as well. Yep, right there. And actually, the indicator is looking for longs. Well, mainly that's because we're looking for we're holding above the level of liquidity. So we could do something like that. Now, the thing is, ES is doing its own thing. Like, ES knows what it wants to do. The thing is what does NQ want to do? Because remember, whatever ES is doing right now, NQ is delayed by a few candles. So look, ES is inside of this 15-minute gap. It already took out the high up here, right? Look at this level. Look at this chart, right? Look at NQ. The same. ES is up here, right? We took out the level of liquidity. We're inside of the 15-minute bearish rally gap. NQ is down here. ES is up here. NQ is down here, right? So I want to see what NQ does. Either we reject or who knows. Now, I know I told you guys a second ago that I wanted to look for a retracement into the gap with a 35-point rejection to the downside. But instead of waiting for the 35-point rejection to take shorts, I would rather get a rejection off this 15-minute gap into a DOL sweep, into an inverse off the 5 minute to target a 1-to-1 down here at the Fair Valley gap entry. And then the next price target would just be the only price target at the London. So that could work as well. I would actually prefer to do that more. It's more organized, has more confluence, more everything behind it. And then now the ES is confirming a DOL sweep currently. But the thing is, I don't really know how the buying pressure is going to come in, because I mean, I don't know if we want a continuation model. I don't know if we want a rejection model. It's really hard to tell, especially when we're in such a huge rally gap. This gap is like, we have 60 points left in this gap. I guess we just wait. I mean, we do have news coming out in 7 minutes, so I guess we can just wait for that as well. And that'll give us more of a push in the right direction. No, I muted by accident. My bad. How many contracts and how much money do I need to risk for every trade on if I have a 50K express? I think you should be doing like 7 contracts. 7 contracts, like 400, 500 risk. That's pretty good. They were nah, bro, chill. I accidentally clicked my hotkey for the mute button. David, is CPI tomorrow? The government is so shut down, so I don't really think CPI is tomorrow. Is 100K static worth it? Honestly, every account has its own pros and cons. I used to use the static account at first. It's really relieving not having a trailing drawdown. But when you first start the account, you have a draw, yeah, pretty much a drawdown of $675. That is too little. Like you take half of a loss in one trade and you're gone. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. I mean, if you think that you can size low at first and really trade it, then yeah, stack is pretty worth it. Pretty worth it. But yeah, for the other like 40 or 30 or 40 people that joined, once again, Apex is currently 80% off. So if you guys do want to stack up on some codes, on some accounts, it's called Blastways. All right, guys. Because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me. The thing I don't understand is, bro, when Apex has the sales, no one is like ever like asking questions about it. But the second that the sales end, everyone's like, "Yo, when's the next sale?" Like, you know what I mean? But that's how it is. Plus, which one do you prefer, continuation or IFG? Like in general, or in today's case, like in today's setup? But they don't have end of the day drawdown. What, static? Oh, and for me, I kind of prefer IFGs. It's more of my model. Because the thing is, with continuation models, you don't always get the retracement. Play ES gap to upwards. I'm not really too interested in ES right now. What's the sell for? Eval accounts or no? It's for eval accounts and the activation fee. So the eval accounts are 80% off. The activation fee is only $80. Typically, the activation fee is like 160 or something. So it's pretty much half off for the activation. And then the evals are 80% off. I was hoping they did more of a 90% off code. I've noticed that Apex only does 90% off codes when someone requests a really big payout. Like, you know how some people request like $300,000 for a payout, maybe like 600,000, sometimes even 1 million or more for a payout. That's when they do 90% off. So when people are already getting those payouts, they just do 80% off the usual. We're in the gap. Oh, dude, we've been in the gap, bro. Trust me. I know. But yeah. Does the Apex still include 1 day passes? Yes, it does. It does. Yeah. So you can pass your account in 1 second. How can I choose my local time on TraderVate? I finally found why I can't. Okay. I think it's your system settings. If you're getting like the clock out of sync thing, if anything, I know on YouTube they have how to fix it. I forgot how to fix it exactly, but worst case, just go on YouTube and search up TraderVate clock out of sync, and you should be good. David, when are we starting the zero to payout challenge? Once indicator is ready, which we're so close to being ready, then I'll do it. Dude, ES is getting a fat rejection here, bro, off the DOL sweep, which is a good thing. The thing is, we're pretty far away from an entry model. We're going to get news coming out in 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So, is Trump speaking at 3 p.m. today? Let me see. Trump is, he's actually, Thursday, October 23rd. Trump is making an announcement on, I don't know what, but he's making an announcement at 3 p.m. So the sooner we get a trade, the sooner we can get off the markets, the less we have to worry about Trump. When's the indicator going to be? I just said it. Whenever it's ready, like once we finish coding it. Trump farts 10 points. Dude, maybe more than 10 points, bro. Okay, yeah, we're selling off quite a bit. Maybe news can help us go lower. In fact, let me get this alert ready just in case I do need to alert this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hoping that today the home sale news can be a little bit more volatile because it can really dump us down into this fair value gap entry that we can just take off the rip. Because I'm not trying to wait, like, 60 points? Yeah, I'm not trying to wait for a 60-point sell off to then get an inverse to then get another sell off to the downside. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me get the price targets correctly. So 25, 057, and 24,937. Okay, so those will be those two price targets. ES is confirming the deal will sweep already. I don't really think we are inside of a gap. We kind of are. I mean, not the craziest gap, but it's something. We have one on the 15. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. I mean, well, if you get enough selling, because the thing is, guys, I was gonna say, okay, if we inverse this 5-minute gap, we have nothing stopping us until 25.57. But if you look at the 15-minute, if we inverse the fair value gap, we're gonna enter a whole nother fair value gap on the 15-minute. Which, if we have enough selling pressure, it shouldn't be a big deal. But it's always to have, it's gonna be something that we're gonna have in the back of our minds. But once again, if the selling pressure comes in really, really strong, and we know that we're gonna go lower no matter what, we can still take the 5-minute gap. But we'll see. I mean, as we go on closer and closer to the entry, I mean, we'll pretty much see. What does the indicator show? It's still gonna show. It's gonna be showing. Oh, the news came out. I don't really think it's gonna do anything, but we'll see. The indicator is still gonna be showing a bullish bias. You can see right here. And that's because although we are anticipating bearish, if you look at the given data, we are holding above the most recent level of liquidity taken out. We took it out over here, so we're not holding below it. But if you look at ES on the other hand, it should be bearish because, oh no, it's still bullish. I guess it's still reading this one, but technically it's bearish. So we have to fix that on the indicator. But the whole reason why we're bearish is because, once again, we took out the level of liquidity over here at 6763.25. Look at the 15-minute time frame. We're also rejecting off of a fair value gap. And we're getting the selling pressure to confirm the deal will sweep. Right? Now, I don't really know why it's not showing bearish, but I'll figure it out. But now, NQ on the other hand, I need a little bit more selling. I get it. We're trying to form the MSS model in a way right here, like barely. We're breaking some kind of lows and everything, but we need more selling pressure to inverse this 5-minute. And once we inverse that 5-minute, we need enough selling pressure to tell us that we want lower. Because the thing is although the setup looks really good on the 5-minute, if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we inverse this gap and we're gonna enter another one instantly. So that's the thing. So if this is going to be the case, if we don't want to bounce off anywhere in this gap, we need very, very, very strong selling to the downside. It can't just be slow, whatever selling. It has to be strong and impulsive. You know what I mean? It tapped into the Ferrari Cup. Well, the 5-minute? A little bit, but not really, to be honest. We missed it by like literally a tick. Not that I'm really interested in taking longs here. I mean, let's say, for example, you tapped into the fair value gap, you wait for a 35-point bounce, then your price target is up here. You're looking at 20-point price target. That's super ideal. Plus, I'm not really trying to take longs when ES is kind of rejecting a little bit. I want everything to be lined up perfectly. You know what I mean? Oh, it did on MNQ? Ah, okay. Either way, I'm not really as interested regardless. Can you see what the price targets would be? Well, I don't really know what direction we're going to take. Yeah. I don't know if we want upside. I don't know if we want downside. Once we get something, then I'll it'll be on the screen regardless. But first, let me find the bias. Why do you chart NQ over MNQ? I feel like NQ is more accurate in price. It's pretty much the same thing. Sometimes it'll be like off by like a point or 2 points, but dude, it's a point. You know what I mean? And hopefully we don't, I mean, to be honest, the market has already pumped over 100 points to the upside. Oof, almost 200 points to the upside. I don't want to say that we're gonna start chopping up here, but there's a chance. There's a chance. The market has already done its thing, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that we don't start chopping up here. Yeah, I took a W last time. Gold to your model. Nice, bro. Nice, nice, nice. Dude, bro, I've been like hearing a lot of stuff on gold that it's been selling off like crazy. Oh well, no, it kind of pumped up now. But apparently, gold has been super, like, we're talking as volatile as like the April markets, like when Trump was announcing tariffs. I don't know if you guys remember. Maybe you guys weren't trading back then, bro. In April, when Trump first announced tariffs, I'm not even exaggerating. Every 5 minute candle was at least 120 points. Every single candle, bro. So anytime that you get a trade, it's either you blink and you're stopped out, or you blink and you're up 100 points. There's no like, there was no in between. So a lot of people like the markets. For me, I don't know. I couldn't get accustomed to the tariff market. So what I ended up doing was, instead of trading the New York session for an entire week, I was trading the Asia session, because you guys know, if the New York session moves really volatile, Asia moves a little bit less volatile, but it still moves. So the if we were averaging 120 points during the New York session, we were averaging like 50 points per candle during the Asia session. That man will say China, dude. It was horrible, bro. I'm never gonna forget, the market pumped up like, let me see how much it was, because I remember he said that he was gonna pause tariffs, and the market went from dumping to pumping right here. This is the candle right here. It pumped in one day 2,600 points in one day. In fact, not even a day, in like 3 hours. Because I remember he announced this candle right here. He announced that he was gonna pause tariffs at like 12, so in the middle of the day, like 12 to 1 around there, bro. Ever since then, bro, it's straight upside, bro. Dude, I'm really hoping that the market does not start chopping up around this range. I really want to get a trade going. We're about to get the deal will sweep. That's if we hold below the London at 128. Once you're able to hold below the London, I guess we'll start forming more of a bearish bias. I'm just a little bit weird about this 15 minute down here, because if the selling pressure isn't that strong, then we can obviously like kind of hesitate around here and kind of have these unexpected pullbacks, which can be pretty bad sometimes. So hopefully that's not the case. He teased it, dude. I literally have the screenshot. He said it. He didn't even tease it. He straight up said it's a good time to buy right now. Look, I'll read it to you. He sent it. He sent it on Twitter. He said it, and I quote. Let me find it. Hold up. When did I send it? Damn, how many messages do I send here? Right here, and I quote: "This is a great time to buy." Signed by Donald J. Trump, bro. Dude, when he said that, bro, the markets never saw. Bro, we didn't see a single red candle for like 2 weeks, bro. Please blast. Bro. I can't, bro. I can't control the market, bro. I don't know how much you want me to do, bro. At that point, bro, just gamble it. ES has the trade. Yeah, no, ES is gonna get everything and in anything first and in Q. The thing is, I don't really trust ES all that much. Looking sure at 93. Yeah, with enough buying pressure. Yeah, 93. Yeah, 92, 93. Yeah. But dude, the market is a little bit it's slowing down a little bit. So I don't know if this trade could take some time. I don't know if it's gonna be good at the time that we have to take it. It's really all a matter of time, realistically. But the volume, yeah, the volume, it's dying down a little bit. I mean, to be fair, the market already pumped up 200 points, so it's like, what much more can we do for at least this AM session? You know what I mean? And if I have to trade the PM session, I will. I'm not ever gonna turn that down. Bro, real quick, does anyone in here play CS? Bro, they did the most stupid update on the game, bro. I'm just reading about it right now. Apparently, you can craft knives now. Dude, that just ruins the whole point of it, bro. Dude, bro, because I have a karambit, bro. The value of the knife went down 50% from when I bought it at, bro. It's over, bro. It's over. That's it. Money down the drain. David, do you gamble your knives? No, no, no. I buy them. I buy them to use them. I don't really trade like that. But dude, you can craft knives on CS now. It just ruins the whole point, bro. Like for what? The knife crashed hella, dude, bro. It's so stupid. I have the Tiger Tooth Karambit, bro. I bought it for 1.6K. Now it's selling for. I checked yesterday. It was selling for 974. So literally half of the value is gone, just like that in one update. Anything but trading. I mean, well, it's technically trading. Now, guys, we are now flipping to bearish, as you guys see right here. Bearish. The indicator is also finding the same exact setup that we want to trade. So let's see if we can if we can get a good amount of volume into it. But bro, that whole CS update, bro. I mean, I don't really play CS all that much anymore. But bro, the fact that they did that, bro, it's kind of stupid. Let me see. Hey, come up here. But all right, guys, start getting ready here. See if we can get a trade going off these shorts. Not yet, obviously, but you know, obviously prepare yourself. It's like we're getting selling, but it's not stable. This is the one thing that's worrying me. Like I don't want to enter. I don't want to enter shorts if the selling is gonna look like this, because at one point we can look bearish. But if we want to bounce off this bullish fair value gap, we could. So if we have enough selling pressure, this fair value gap it's kind of like the market doesn't care about it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to. That's the spot that I'm trying to get into. What's up, Jenna? Yeah, look at that. Now we're sitting back to bullish, so nothing yet. But we just need price to stably hold. Is that even a word? I feel like I say it a lot. Stably. I feel like it's not a word. Hey, stop. Stability. Well, I'm not. I guess that's maybe a word. Cat's moving the market, dude. She's eating my receipts, bro. That shouldn't be. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, the selling still isn't. It doesn't look stable enough yet. So nothing yet. Hey, yo, bro. Now she's chewing my camera mic cable. Anyways, yeah, still nothing yet, guys. Steadily, I guess that's more of the word. Yeah. Has your cat ever entered a trade for you? Almost. Actually, it's almost because, dude, when my cats play, bro, they jump on my table and they run all over my keyboard. And one time I had the trade evade. This was after the stream. I had my trade evade window open, and bro, dude, I shot myself, bro. I have this picture. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, no, my phone has no storage. Never mind. I'm gonna take it to Apple soon, bro. So I can fix that shit. My phone's bugging. No. You don't understand the BS that I have on my phone, bro. I'm like, yo, like all of my apps are crashing, all of my apps are deleting themselves. I'm like, bro, what is going on? I can't use my phone. Bro, I look at my storage, I have zero storage, like not even like 0.0000001 of storage. And I'm like, yo, there's no way. I don't have anything on my phone. All I have is pictures. Bro, I look at my storage. For some reason, Maps at first was taking up 15 gigabytes of my storage. And I'm like, I don't even use Maps. I know my way around Miami. So I deleted Maps. Nothing. It was still there. I'm like, okay, well, if that's not gonna work, then let me download Maps again. I downloaded Maps. It put another like 300 megabytes of storage. I'm like, bro, whatever. You know what I mean? So as the days, this has been happening for like 2 months now. As the days go on, I checked my storage yesterday, and the Maps is taking up 20 gigabytes of my storage. I don't know what the issue. I searched it up. A lot of people are having the issue, but bro, that makes no sense. Like now, I just randomly can't use 20 gigabytes of my storage just cause. And I delete Maps, it doesn't work. I delete everything, it doesn't work. Like I can't use my phone. And then I was looking online, and people were saying that the only way to fix it was to completely factory reset your phone. I'm not gonna rest. I have stuff there that I need, bro. So like I don't know what to do. And bro, I know that if I go to Apple, I'm gonna have to wait there like for forever for them to tell me that they don't know how to fix it. Just buy. You can't just buy storage. I have the 2 terabyte iCloud storage, but it's not the pictures is the issue. It's it's the apps. I don't know if my phone bugged out. I have the 16, I think, 15 or 16. I don't know, but for some reason, it's just my Maps is taking up 20 gigabytes. I don't know why. I looked at my downloaded maps. I have nothing. So it's just randomly just taking up that many gigabytes. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know if anyone here is like a tech genius or something that can help me out before I go to Apple. Check. No, I have nothing saved for offline. Destroy the phone at that point, bro. Just buy an Android. Nah. Don't be cheap. Buy a new phone. Well, I have two. So wait, you're selling off a bit. I have two, so I'm using the other one in the meantime. But this one is slowly like building up the gigabytes. I'm not gonna buy a third phone, bro. You no, not like that either, bro. But bro, that's literally a scam, bro. Like I can't use my phone because there's no storage. But there's no storage because the phone just randomly doesn't want to have storage. I'm not gonna lie, bro. ES is low-key selling off like crazy. But now NQ's catching up. So guys, let's be ready for some shorts here soon. Hopefully NQ is able to sell off because I'm not gonna lie. I did tell you guys a second ago that I don't like trading ES, but if we would have traded ES, we would have been done for the day. Look at that, 9 points. That's a 1 to 2 risk reward already. And hopefully NQ is able to do whatever ES is doing here. Just a little bit stronger so we can get some price targets done. Because yeah, NQ is not looking so stable. But you guys know me. I don't know. I just don't prefer ES. Watch out for this morning sweep on ES. Well, still has a lot of room to the downside. So although ES is already selling off like crazy, I feel like we would continue to sell off more into 724 at least, which is going to be an internal. Then we have London and Asia right below it as well. So if we also want that with enough selling pressure, we can also get it. Now, NQ on the other hand, we took out the same levels. We're rejecting off a 15-minute bearish rally gap, followed with a DO sweep from the London high. We have room for lower. The only thing is that the selling pressure that we have on ES is not transferring over to NQ. Look at this. NQ is kind of just sitting there while ES is actually doing the movement that we want to see. I damn told you to trade ES. I know, bro. I know. But dude, I don't know. Like, I guess during like at the moment when we're looking at ES, I just don't like it. Like, I don't know. But then I look at ES, I'm like, bro, it actually didn't look bad at all, bro. And I always end up regretting it. No, I always look at ES. I always look at ES. I just don't look at ES with the idea in mind that I want to look for a trade. I just look for it to read the bias and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, we're breaking some kind of lows. ES should be seeking lower. Yeah. So yeah, this 5 minute realistically looks good. I'm just a little bit worried about this 15 minute. It's gonna be stuck in the back of my head. So hopefully we sell off the bat from this 5 minute into the price target, so we can go break even as soon as possible, and then just be happy with that. You know what I mean? But let's see what we can work with. Remember, guys, we're looking for a strong selling candle below 25,092. That's what we want to see. So let's see. All right, I'm in shorts, guys. I'm in shorts. All right, we're holding below 88, or at least we were a second ago. So I gotta fill at 25,088. So let me get this ready real quick. 25,088. Get this real quick over here. And then if I do, I'm gonna have my stop loss placed at the London high, which will be at 128. All right, guys, 128, 128, 128, 128. So buy 10 stop there, dude. I'm hoping I didn't like, dude. Imagine, bro, dude. The second I entered this thing had a little bounce there, bro. But let's see if we can flip this back to red, before I put it out there. But yeah, guys, I ended up getting filled at 25,088. All right, I'm hoping that this trade is not gonna be like the last few trades that we've had this week, where they've been unstable and we have to work with the re-entry. But let's see. Remember, it's just, the one thing that's kind of like hesitating me a little bit is this 15-minute gap here. Although we are sitting bearish off the London and everything, we're getting selling, and ES is leading us lower and everything. It's just this 15-minute gap, bro. That's the one thing that I don't want to have to deal with. David, I don't want to have me neither. Trust me. That's been the market all week, though. It's what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, now with this trade, I will say expect pullbacks. Obviously, we've been having pullbacks all morning long, especially as we've been trying to go down. Now I'm just hoping that these pullbacks aren't enough to stop me out on the trade. Now, if I do have to work with the reentry, as I always say, I will. Because I am expecting lower, especially with ES. ES is definitely leading us down, but obviously pullbacks are bound to happen here. Hopefully they're just not strong enough. Remember, guys, my stop loss is placed at 128. 128. I'm hoping I didn't enter too early on this trade, because we did get the break with a good amount of selling pressure. But we'll see if we can flip this candle back from green to red again. I guess I'll be more stable. But we'll see. We're kind of bouncing up into near the stop loss. Hopefully it's not enough to stop us out. But if I have to re-enter, then so be it. You know what I mean? It's just this price looks a little bit too unstable. Let me zoom in here on TradeIt real quick. There we go. Yeah, this pullback is looking too strong. We might get stopped out on the first try. I'm not gonna lie. Might is the keyword. Because we're at 122, 24. Yeah. Yeah, no, that first entry wasn't it. I don't want to say it's too unstable, but I'm gonna have to work with the re-entry next time then. I would say look for the same setup, but yeah, no, that first entry just didn't hit. Stop. Yeah, no, me too. I'm gonna see if we can get one more rejection off this 5-minute gap. But if not, then I'll just move on to like more of the PM session. But dude, what is that timing, bro? We literally entered, the second that we entered, bro, it just shot up instantly, bro, off the inverse. Bro, I'm not too sure what we shot up from, because we inversed the 15-minute gap on ES as well. And this is a strong ass candle, 60 points to the upside. Let me see if I can, maybe the bias flips or something. I'm gonna give the market a few more minutes. How it is? Yeah. Bro, but that entry was, bro, the timing on that, bro. Let me see if we can get one more rejection to the downside off the same gap. What the hell? Yo, my trade just froze. You guys saw it? Dude, imagine the timing again that we enter and news comes out instantly. Nah, I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Hold up. But yeah, we'll see. So far, it's still a little bit choppy. Nothing super crazy. Dude, one thing I'm noticing, bro, is, bro, we're going from a super clean winning streak, bro, to now being a little unstable, bro. Like we're gonna have to start working with re-entries again. That's how it is. Got stopped and blows up 80 points. Dude, the thing is, I don't even know from where, bro. It can't be off this gap here because we barely even tapped into it. And we don't even have, like, I don't know. I guess it's just a little bit more choppy then. Market been choppy in the morning. But dude, the thing is, the one thing I don't understand is, yeah, sure, we've been a little bit choppy, but bro, we've been getting the most craziest setups. Like this week, the setup lineups have been really good, like the confirmations and everything. It's just price has been a little unstable. Hopefully we don't carry this type of price action over into next week, because then it's gonna be a messy week. But let's see if we can flip this back to green again, bro. It's been like that all week long, bro. Tuesday, yesterday, and today. Red to green, red to green, red to green, red to green. So let's see what else we can work with. I mean, now that we're back inside of this 15-minute gap here, if we want to seek higher, I mean, we could probably work with that. But, I mean, dude, it's going to take some time. Not maybe some time, but some more buying pressure. We need a 50-point push-up to get a read in the market. So I'll just wait for that instead. Delete this over here. And the funny thing is that even ES, it seemed like it wanted lower because it also inversed the same gap that we inversed on Q. And now it's just showing strong, very, very strong buying pressure upside. Yeah, if anything, worst case, I mean, realistically, the only setup that we can really resort from, whether it's bullish or bearish, would be off of 192 and off of this 15-minute bearish rally gap. There's not much more I can really work with on the 5-minute, unless we dump over 100 points, over 120 points. I'm not trying to do that. So, I mean, best case would be, I mean, if we're going to shoot up 80 points in one candle, we might as well shoot up into 192 and get another setup there. But for now, it's just straight chop. So unfortunately, we got a little bit, I guess, a little bit unfortunate and got caught up in the chop. The chop ended up being into an inverse. But I'm sure I can get another setup today. The volume looks pretty good. It's just the momentum, on the other hand, is kind of unstable. So maybe during the PM session it gets better, or maybe soon, hopefully. But for now, there's not much I can really work with. At least to the downside. More to the upside, I do. So that's why I'm hoping we can at least see some more upside. I wasn't even able to alert it like through text because the second that I entered, just instantly shot up. So I was waiting on it to go back down to the entry, but it never did. So I gotta show that I called it out on live. But let's see. Should I set up for the reentry? Typically, I do, but it's all preference. I always do it. You didn't alert yesterday's loss too. Well, I did say that I did take a loss on it, but on the alert, I did tell everyone to kind of scale. So it wouldn't make sense if I'm like, oh, guys, scale, and then I said I got stopped out. But in the announcement, I did say that I did get stopped out on it. I'm gonna see if the market gets a little bit more stable in maybe like 30-ish minutes. I'm gonna stay on for like 30 more minutes, maybe 30, 40 more minutes. If I don't see the market get stable, I'll just come back during the PM session. I'm not really too worried about missing out on a setup during the PM session because we still do have some setups that we can work with. It's just it might take some time. I don't know if it'll be quick because the volume right now, or the momentum right now is a little bit unstable. Like we're not really doing much. But if it does pick up during the PM session, which it has pretty much all week, then I can probably work with something up here. I do know that, but I mean, I'm gonna give the market maybe 30 more minutes on stream. Hopefully, we get something. So if you guys want to stay on, then obviously, you guys can wait with me. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I really want to know what stopped us out here because I mean, we got the inverse. We had a bearish bias. We had pretty strong selling here. We got the inverse. We also got the inverse on the 15-minute on ES here. We had a continuation. We never tapped into any liquidity below. So what could have caused us to pump up? I don't want to say it's news. I also don't want to blame it on news because I know it wasn't news. But how is that we inverse and we instantly just reverse all the way up over 80 points in like a blink of an eye, 85 points? You get what I'm saying? It's also not normal price action either. But I don't know. I would have to backtest it later. The best case that I would say would be, hey, we bounce off this 15-minute gap here, but that makes no sense because I mean, there's no way that one 15-minute gap on NQ, which is not even the leading one, is the reason why both at ES and NQ pumped over 85 points. You know what I mean? We had a bearish bias, we had the selling, we had the inverse, everything lined up, and we also had a bearish Valley Gap projection here, which added another confluence into our trade. But I don't know. I don't know. It was a good setup, I would say. I will say it was a good setup. It's just a little bit unlucky with this price action here. So I don't know. I already said, bro. I already said why there was an alert posted. When I entered it, it instantly shot up 10 points. So I'm like, okay, well, if it goes down a little bit again, then I'll alert it, and it just instantly shot into a stop loss. So obviously, I'm not gonna alert something if it's already around the corner for the stop loss. But I will say that I did get stopped out. Obviously, I'm streaming it and everything, so I will show it. I think we're gonna be long. Well, I don't know yet. I mean, the market is kind of stuck in the same place. It's kind of chopping up here, so I don't know whether we're gonna be long or short. Yet, at least. Just to be sure you're not looking for reentry. Well, it depends. I mean, if we got really strong selling, then sure, I'll consider another 5-minute entry here into the 5-minute gap below as a price target. But that's only if we get insane selling, which look at the chart. I mean, so I guess I'm gonna give it, like I said, I'm gonna give it like maybe 30 more minutes, 34, 40 more minutes. If I don't see any stable price action for a good trade, I'll come back later for the PM session. And the thing is, I'm not really too worried about not getting a trade during the PM session. Wait, hold up. Because we have a setup to work with, which will be up here, and we also have one down here. So if the market does sell off during the PM or even pump up, we have a setup to both directions. It's just when are we gonna get it? That's the question. Because right now we got a setup, we got an entry and everything, but it's just still too unstable. But we'll see. What time will you be on for the live? I don't really get on live for the PM. I just alert. Sometimes I get on, but very rarely. And there's no when I do get on for the live, there's no specific time. It's whenever I find a setup, whether it's at 12, 1 or 2 or 3, maybe even. You know what I mean? Or I see the alerts in the alert channel. But yeah. Do you know how to reset P8? You can't. Futures alerts? Yeah, that's where I always alert. The market has already been dumb. You know they're gonna go crazy if something goes wrong. I know. There's no avoiding it. But yeah, hopefully we can afford some more buying pressure here. I mean, we're kind of getting in this 5 minute candle. If we could break past these highs and go into 192, I can most likely give you guys like another setup and another trade going because we can get more of a read here. Whether we reject off this 15 minute gap again into lower, into this internal, or if we want to inverse the gap into higher above. I mean, I could probably get something there. I just need more momentum. That's the only thing. Because here we had a little bit more of momentum. Obviously, it could have been more, but it was enough for me to get a trade going. But that fake out was pretty quick. I mean, I entered and instantly saw red. So a little bit unfortunate on that one, but you know that's just how the market is sometimes. You know, this week has been a little bit unstable. I will say that's the one thing I like about this week. Maybe NQ wants to draw including instead of yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like hopefully we can get some buying pressure into 192, and depending on whatever reaction we get off 192, I can probably get you guys to trade whether it's to the upside or to the downside. But first, we obviously need to take out 192. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna start trading again when the government is open. Horrible mark, bro. All right, let's be realistic here, bro. We're having like this week we've had what 2 or 3 losses, but we've always got it back because of one unstable market. But last week, last week, last week, last week, while the market has the government has been shut down, it's been a normal market. So when it comes to losses, I'm not like some of you guys get a little bit dramatic and start saying that like you guys are gonna start taking breaks over, you know, it's just one little bad market, you know what I mean? Obviously the conditions are we noticeably changing, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. I mean, I did 10. I did 10. So my next one, I'll probably do like maybe 15 or 20. That's how I always do it when I take a loss. Losses are normal. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, don't get in your head. Don't start getting super dramatic because of one or two, or maybe even 3 losses. Especially when we get them back every single time. I mean, that's the one thing about me promoting a winning streak. It's the one thing that it creates bad habits, bro. Because the second that we get one loss, bro, people start overreacting and start going crazy. It's normal, bro. They don't know how bad it is out there. Yeah, bro. Anyways, we're kind of pumping up a little bit here into 192, so hopefully we can start getting a reaction soon, especially with a lot of buying pressure. I guess if downside didn't work, I guess hopefully we can work into some upside. I mean, we do have room into higher. We just need ES to also hold above 763 as well. Because the whole reason right now, I mean, even if you want to go long, we're kind of still bearish on both of them. Well, more bullish on NQ, but more bearish on ES because we're still holding below the level of liquidity that we swept. How am I gonna feed my kids now, bro? All right, bro. Yeah, I know, Shaggy. You said it yesterday. That's why I told you guys. I personally do it. That's why I said I personally do it. I'm not suggesting it. Someone told me what did I size? I'm not gonna lie about it and be like, oh, I did like 5 contracts. I'm gonna do 10. I did 10, and if since I took a loss, next trade I'll probably do 20. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's up to you. You know what I mean? If you want to do the same size as the last trade, then okay. You know what I mean? Same thing. Anyways, we're getting closer and closer to 192. I mean, phone realistically, bro, most people in here should have a pretty big buffer, bro. I mean, a lot of people have been able to request a payout throughout this whole like what 40 these last 45 days, um, or maybe even more. So, dude, at least you should at least have some buffer. You know what I mean? If you guys realistically, bro, if you guys have been trading with me for the last 45 days or a little bit more, and you still haven't even passed an account, then we have to change something. You know what I mean? Because I mean, for at least 40 of these 45 days, it's been only green. Obviously, this week has been a little bit unstable. But for the other days, I mean, what else have you guys been doing? You know what I mean? So there's really no excuse. You know. What do you consider to the upside? More on the 15 minute gap. If we hold above 192, which we're about to take out soon. But yeah, that's me unfortunately. I mean, but like, dude, like, what have you been doing? You know what I mean? Because to be realistic, bro. I mean, I not only do I do everything live, but dude, it's been 40 days. You can at least catch at least 10 of those days. You know what I mean? I think people think they can take their own trades. Well, I mean, maybe that's also the case. You know what I mean? But no, if you what I'm trying to say is, if you guys have been following me for at least even 10 of these 40, I'm gonna say 40, not 45. Although we have been, counting yesterday, we have been on a 45-day winning streak. 40 of these days have been only green. Obviously, this last week has been a little bit red, at the start of the day, and then we flip it back to a little bit green. But not counting those days, 40 of these days have been only green. So you guys should at least have either a PA account or at least some buffer on these accounts. You know what I mean? No, it's not even crazy. It's like, you know what I mean? How to work? Yeah, bro. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. What are we looking at? Once again, I'll let you guys know when we get a reaction off from 192. I can't really tell you guys right now. You know what I mean? I feel like people can keep asking me like every 2 seconds what we're looking at. I'm trying to get something. Just give me a second. Give the market a second to do something. There's a 15-minute. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting. If we're gonna do longs, if we're gonna hold above 192 with a lot of buying pressure into 210 with a lot of once again with a lot of buying pressure into a 15-minute inverse, I would actually take it because above this 15-minute, there's nothing stopping us until pretty much 290. That's only if we have the buying pressure. Right now, obviously, the market is not as stable. So I'm just hoping that as we get closer and closer to 192, we start picking something up so I can at least give you guys more of a stable trade. You know. And also, I would also love as long as we inverse this above here, I would also want ES to hold above 763. So we can at least have a bullish bias on both ES and Q. Let me see. And if you average out these candles, it's like 30 points. So it's not like we can create another gap somewhere here. I mean, maybe not. Most likely not. Yeah, this thing is still a little unstable. And it can be, I don't know yet. I don't know about pricing. I don't know. We're just focusing more on coding it. I feel like you guys ask every day, and I say the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm putting in a lot of money into like to pay out the developers and everything. So I at least want to make something back as well. If I'm gonna be putting it out there. But I don't know yet. I hope we get over it, dude. The thing is, yeah, like once we're able to at least tap into 192, I would know exactly what to do. Whether it's a rejection off this gap, like how we're getting right now, or a continuation or an inverse into a continuation above. You know what I mean? The thing is, if we don't tap into 192, I can't really do anything unless we go back down below the London high, which would be at 128, and we're sitting in the middle. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take a while, especially with the momentum being so low right now. The volume is good, I would say. It's stable. It's good enough to get a trade going. It's just the momentum. We don't know if we want to go up or down. Bloomberg just said gold could double in 3 years. Nah, that does nothing. If it's not news itself, it doesn't move the markets. Someone's prediction, like one person's prediction, can't move the markets like that. What's your advice? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. It's more neutral than anything. Oh, JP Morgan. Yeah, no. Like I said, one person's prediction, whether it's Warren Buffett or wherever, doesn't really do anything. Oh, something happened. Let's see if this starts something. Let me check Twitter real quick. Volume spiking. Yeah, I'm not sure off what though. Let me check it out. Let me check if there's any news. Let me see if my Twitter even wants to open up. Nope. Nice. Oh wait. What's your number? All right. Let me see what there was. Nothing. No news. So I guess the market just randomly did that as well. Yeah, I mean, I will take it. If we could take a 192, I'll take it. I don't really care. All right, so we're tapping into it. Can we at least like break like one tick above it? Bro, price just seems to be like literally frozen at 192. Like it doesn't want to go above it. And that's the one thing we need so we can get a read going. But are we taking long if it inverses? If we have enough buying pressure and it seems like we want higher, yeah, I'll consider it. Because then we don't have to worry about like a 5 minute or a 15 minute gap stopping us from going any higher either. So if we have like the continuation confirmation into higher off an inverse, I mean, there's not much really stopping us until 289. If the market really already pumped up to over 200 points today and it wants higher, it'll probably get it. You know, it won't be the most ideal setup, but it can for sure work. All right, we finally broke above 192. So let's see if we can start getting more of a reaction here. Hopefully. It's just the buying pressure is still a little bit dead. Like it's there. Don't get me wrong. Like the candle looks really nice and everything, but the way that's currently moving as we speak, it's like even if we do get a trade, it could take a while. You know what I mean? But if we do want to work with an inverse first, we can also work off that as well. So it will be something like this. As long as we're able to hold above 192. I don't want to be quick to tell you guys that I want to go longs because not yet at least. But if we do end up taking longs, it would look like this. So let me at least prepare it just in case into the Asia highs. So it would look somewhat more like 25,175 then. All right, I just want to have this ready. Once again, I'm not telling you guys I'm looking for longs. I just want to have it ready just in case. Just in case we hold above 192. But now that we took it out, we can either reject or pump. Whichever way, whatever we do, we can get a setup going. Mainly based off this 15-minute gap here. So if we reject about 35 to 40 points to the downside with really, really strong selling, I would consider taking shorts off of this gap into the internal liquidity, which will be at 25.84, which is pretty much where we got stopped at. Pretty much where we entered. The first trade. And now we took this out. I'm gonna delete this. I don't really need it. And now it's pretty much, let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? Now we took out the level of liquidity. Now it's pretty much wait. Okay, do we want to pump up? Do we want to go down? Depending on how many points we go up or down with the momentum, we can get a trade going, whether it's longs or shorts. So the good thing about the setup is anything can happen. Like anything can happen. We can still trade into it. But now we're getting more of a selling candle. So what we can do is, I just don't want to force anything out in this, or at least not even force, but just take anything in this market. But what we can do is if we reject 35 points, let me get this ready as well, just in case. I just don't want to get caught up in the chop. I don't know if this is still going to be choppy, or now that we took on 192, we can start moving here a little bit. It's a little bit hard to tell when the market is barely moving. You know what I mean? So I'm obviously going to be a little bit more patient on it, but I want to at least have an idea in mind of if something happens, I know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm assuming we've already sold off over 35 points from the high, almost. So let me just prepare this just in case. So if you do take shorts, it will have to be a 35-point stop loss. So our entry would look to be, not will be, but would look to be around 163. And we'll have 3 price targets to the downside, which will be the internal, fair value gap, and the London. Only thing is, I just need more selling behind this trade. But it will ideally look somewhat like this. I mean, this is fair value gap. I don't know why it's marked out. And then ES is also selling off. But guys, pay attention just in case. Like, have your finger over the sell button just in case. I'm a little bit nervous about this trade. I like it, but it's just I don't know if this is gonna be the real move or if it's just a little chop before we see higher. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's gonna be a fake out or not. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible and really picky about my setup. But technically, yeah, like the entry is there and everything. It's just, do we really want to sell off or continue selling off, or is it just gonna be like a little pullback into more chop? That's the one thing I'm kind of worried about for at least this setup, or at least for today in general. So I'm going to be a little bit picky about this entry, even if I get a later entry. You know what I mean? I don't really care. See if we can get a spike into the downside here. Hold on, I need to get the screenshot. Like I really want to enter shorts, but man, I'm just a little bit nervous with that pullback that can happen. I might just say fucking and enter. I mean, I just don't know if it's gonna be a fake out or not. So far, nothing yet, guys. Nothing yet for me. Like, I'm like my mouse is literally hovering over the sell button because I want to click it. Because technically, yeah, we're getting a rejection model to the downside, and we have room for lower and everything, especially after the DOL sweep from 192. But the thing is look at the price that we're currently trading in right now. We don't know if this is just going to be a red candle with a green candle followed after or not. But I'm going to try shorts here, guys. I'm going to try shorts here right now. This is going to be my last trade for the day. If this one doesn't work out, then I'm done. All right, guys. But I ended up getting a fill at 156. All right, guys. 156 was my fill. I'm praying that this is not going to be a like a choppy range, you know, because right now we're getting the confirmation for the entry model. So we have that part. And by the way, let me place my stop loss. My stop loss is going to place at 199. Pretty much at the current New York high. But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know, all trades I try to keep them as 8+ as possible, and we have an entry model here. But I'm just worried that like we have the entry model, we have everything, but I don't know if this is just gonna be a red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. You know, like as it's chopping, or if there's gonna be a rejection model from DOL sweep from a bearish rally gap into lower. Because the setup is there. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just the momentum is like a little off. I mean, I guess only time will tell me. I'm already in, so. Make sure I have all the price targets written out on the alert. 24.57 and then 937. Okay, let me make sure I have the picture as well. All right, let me alert this. There you go. Thank you, shorts 156. I bet. But yeah, let me open the chat. I haven't read the chat in a minute. What's the entry model? The DOL sweep from 192, and if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we are currently trying to at least reject from this 15-minute bearish rally gap. So we have a 2-1, right? Price went up into the level of liquidity at 192. We swept it. We're holding below it with a little bit more selling than, you know, a little bit of like the selling's there is what I'm trying to say. And we're also inside of a bearish rally gap, which we've rejected quite a few times. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and then one in the current one that we're in right now. So what I'm trying to do is, since we have a fair value gap projection with the DOL sweep, I want to look to see if we could trade into at least 25.84, which is where we entered the last trade, which is going to be an internal high. So I want to see if we can at least get that over there. But we'll see. The only thing, like I said, I like the setup. It's the usual setup as always. The only thing I'm worried about is the momentum. Right now, if you look at the previous price, what are we currently sitting at? A little bit of chop. So I don't know if it's going to be the actual move. I don't know if it's going to be like a little bit choppy. I don't know if it's going to take long. That's the part that I'm a little hesitant on. Not taking it? Yeah, you don't have to. If you guys don't like it, if you guys don't like the unsureness behind the trade, you don't need to take it. But for me, I'm going to give it a shot just in case. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just call it a day. You know what I mean? Are we talking the low at 82? No, yeah. The first, it'll be the low at 84 down here, which will be the internal. Then we'll target the low at 57, which will be the fair value gap entry on the 5-minute, the one off open. And we'll target the London low as our final price target, which I don't really think we're going to see, which is 230 points away. You never know. But right now, with the current stay in the market, I don't really think we see the London. But hopefully we can at least see either 35 points on the trade or 25.84. But we'll see. Obviously, right now, the one thing I will say is, obviously, since we are trading a little bit of chop, expect some pullbacks, expect some chop and all that stuff. But as long as it's not enough to stop us out, then we'll be good. And by the way, if I get stopped on this one, guys, I'm going to call it a day and just be done for the day. Because obviously, I'll be 0 for 2, and that's my rules. Once I'm 0 for 2, I'm done. If I'm 1 for 1, I'm done for the day, no matter what. So we'll see. Hey. This is brutal. Yeah, it's a chop. But, I mean, we'll see. We're still, like, just give the trade some time to see. Obviously, since we're a little bit choppy, it could take some time. We could see some pullbacks here and there. Hopefully, as long as it's not into the new highs, then, you know, we'll be good. But it's going to be, the thing is, the only thing I don't like about this market is I can't really tell you guys what to expect because since the market is so choppy, literally anything can happen. I mean, look at the 5 minute. It's green, red, green, red, green, red, green. You know what I mean? So it's the one thing I was a little bit unsure about, but I mean, we'll see. Hold on, guys. I'm getting you a call right now. Give me a second. Hello? Hey, how's it going? All good, all good. I couldn't get the deal that I wanted, so I'm just gonna wait for the 2025 instead. No, nothing yet. But I was talking to another dealer and they were telling me that like they're getting the part fixed, like it's coming soon. So yeah, I know. Yeah, so I mean, I'll see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give it like maybe like a few more weeks, and if I don't get anything, then I'll probably switch. The refuel. Yeah, I know. I read. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. If anything, I'll let you guys know. It's just right now I'm gonna wait a little bit more. If I get an answer, then I'll work with it. But yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right. You too. You too. Take it easy. Bye bye. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Bro, yeah, this is dude. Chop of Doom, bro. Chop of Doom. David, you mute? Nah, it wasn't an important call, dude. It's because I'm trying to get the Z06, but the year that I'm trying to get, bro, they have like some recall that they're lighting up on fire, and apparently they've been like on recall for 3 months, and I have a car on hold, but dude, it's like I don't know how long it's gonna be. So, dude, this is the chop of doom, bro. Yeah, literally after this trade, whether it works out or not, dude, I'm getting off. Maybe I do something in the PM. I kind of doubt it, but bro, this trade is so choppy, bro. Bro, yeah, I know, Daniel. I know. Bro's trying to get a deal on the deal. Dude, that's what I mean. Well, I'm trying, bro. But dude, this chop is so bad, bro. I already know this trade's gonna be today's gonna be a huge headache, bro. I already know. Ah, man, I already know what's gonna happen today, bro. I'm just waiting on it to happen. I'm gonna be so annoyed if we get stopped on this when we end up inversing and the inverse actually ends up working out after we get caught up in chop, bro. I'm gonna be so annoyed. I don't want to force anything out. I'm not gonna force out a third trade, but bro, it'll be so annoying, bro. But yeah, dude, this is literally the chop of doom, bro. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to move my stop loss to the top of the fair value gap so I don't have to worry about it rejecting here and then we reject up here and go back down. But I'm in with 20 micros, so it's gonna be too much of a stop loss. So if anything, I'll just take the L if at 199, if that's gonna be the case. David, I haven't the ultimate method. Yeah, bro, send over. I mean, dude, typically with Chevy, um, they always give like a fat discount on cars they're trying to get rid of. But I don't know. The dealer that I was talking to, he wouldn't give me anything, so I just walked out. You move the stop loss? Nah. I mean, I want to, but nah, nah, nah. It's gonna be too much of a stop loss. But yeah, dude, this chop is gonna be so bad, bro. I'm gonna look at the 15 minute. It looks clear from my eyes, bro. The 5 minute just looks like a huge headache. Nah, I always do it like that, B. I always do it. When I take my first loss, no matter what setup it is, I always size up on my next one, no matter what. It's just like a personal preference. It's how I like trading it. But I never go anything above 20. But yeah, I do agree with what you guys saying. This PA, bro. It's gonna be a huge loss. Yeah, for today, yeah. But I mean, with everything that I've made throughout, like everything, it's kind of like nothing. Like I know what I'm risking. Like I won't really care. But for today, yeah, it will be a pretty big loss. But I know what I'm risking. Like I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm doing anything stupid either. PM banger, hopefully. Well, dude, if we continue with this chop, bro, I might not even trade the PM session today. Like, this thing looks like hell, bro. It's like a huge headache. Like literally a second ago we were selling off, now we're pumping up again. So it's literally the chop of doom, bro. I'll see. Maybe if the PM session looks really, really good to where I'm confident we're like I know I'll get a winning trade, then sure I'll trade it. But if it looks like a little bit unstable or whatever, if it's like barely moving, I'm just gonna take that L and get out. And get out for the day. And if tomorrow's gonna be like this, bro, I might even, I don't even know. Because this week the markets have been so bad, bro. Geez, TGR has been taking some L's. What did he take today? CPI tomorrow? No, the government is still shut down. We I don't really think we're gonna have CPI tomorrow. He lost 250K again today. Who's TGR? He's a really famous trader. Wait, he lost another 250K today or no? No, not today. Oh, I thought he traded today. Someone said he did. Yeah, no, today he took a fat. I mean, yesterday he took a fat loss. He lost 200,000, $234,000. I think around there. I see he's done for the month. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, this price action is so fucking bad. I would be too. We're look lifeless after that. I mean, dude, if you lost $200,000, wouldn't you look lifeless? I'll fucking be crying in my bed all day long, whole month long. Did you ever watch a TGR bootcamp? I never got across to it. No, I never watched ITT. I never watched TGR. No. Is there a barcode? I know, bro. I know. Who lost 200K? TGR. David, what's your biggest loss in the trade? I don't really remember. I think it was like 3K in a day. This happened a long time ago. Typically, when I take my fat losses, it's to be like 2K around there. That's when I go over 2. Yeah, MF a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. I think they did that to everyone when they were requesting to see like what like the strat and the setup that you were taking and why you're taking them. This trade is edging our shit. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna. I don't really have too much high hopes for this trade. And once this trade is done, dude, I'm getting off, bro. Maybe I come back for the PM session. I'm not gonna do any promises. Only if it looks really good. And plus, I'm not really expecting too much for today for the PM session because Trump is speaking at 3 p.m. So if anything, the closer that we get to 3 p.m., we're probably gonna get some anticipation in the market, which causes even more chop. But I mean, hey, it's really a matter of time until we see. You know what I mean? For now, I'm gonna focus on this trade and see what it does. But for now, dude, it is so choppy, bro. The 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, there is nothing I can do here. And I really thought that this looked really good here, or not really good, but at least it looked tradable. But dude, chop got us there, bro. I hope that today is not that we lose the winning streak. But if it is, then dude, we came a long way. You know what I mean? And we'll just start another one back up. Let me see. The White House confirms that Trump's 3 p.m. announcement will be on the cartels. I don't really think that's gonna move the market too much. Time to put the fries in the bag, dude. Yeah, we came a long way, bro. We came a long way. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This trade right here is more of a ticking time bomb, bro. Let me see. The first thing I got premium started to be the. Sorry, guys, it was me, bro. You're good, bro. It's just the market conditions. This week has been pretty bad. Most times Davis Prima, dude. Bro, this trade is so stressful, bro. This market in general, dude. If tomorrow's like this, bro, I might not even trade it. I'll see how we open, bro. If it doesn't look like if it looks even mediocre, I might just avoid. Isn't there news tomorrow? Forex Factory says that. Let me check. Forex Factory says that there's CPI tomorrow, but the government is still shut down, so I don't really know what news. Maybe they got confused or something. Because yeah, tomorrow says that we have CPI and PMI at 9:45, but CPI at least. I don't know about PMI, but CPI we don't have it tomorrow because the government is shut down. So I mean I don't know why they're saying there's news tomorrow. Gold is a chop fest right now, dude. The whole market is a chop fest right now. ES, NQ, gold, everything. Nothing is moving, and we're stuck in it, bro. CPI is coming out tomorrow. Pretty sure since it's not a tentative, whatever it's called. Dude, that's the thing. That's what I'm confused about. The government is still shut down right now, so I don't know why it's not saying that it's coming out tomorrow. I mean, I don't know why it's saying it's coming out tomorrow because technically it's not supposed to. David, if you had only 150K account with a $2,000 drawdown, how much would you risk per trade in these current market conditions? In these current market conditions, dude, I will probably be avoiding. But to answer your question, maybe like 5 to 7. 5 to 7 is pretty reasonable. Not 6 7, bro. No, not 5 to 10, not $5 to $7, 5 to 7 contracts. So about a $400 risk. No one's at work to update the calendar. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, hopefully CPI comes out tomorrow. I mean, that'll be good because we're gonna have some new markets, some new market conditions, hopefully more stable. But it shouldn't come out tomorrow. So for those expecting something at 8:30, I personally don't think anything's gonna happen. But I don't know. Maybe the government is back up, and I just don't know about it. Hold on, let me open the door for my cats. One sec. Guys, I'll be back in a second. All right, I'll be back in a second. Just watch the trade. One sec, guys. One sec. I'm back. You got to sell off? Nothing yet. Surprise. All right, I'm back. Let me see. It's crazy how Deadass dumps when he leaves, dude. Every single time, bro. Every single time. Nah, I have to go take care of something, so I'll be back again. No, I'm not doing this on purpose. I promise you guys. It's because I came back just to. I'm gonna take my phone with me just in case. Just in case we dump, I run back to my setup. But yeah, guys, I'll be back in literally like maybe even 1 minute. Just 1 minute. All right, one sec, guys. One sec. I'm back. Okay. Oh, wow. What the heck? Dude, literally, as I leave, like, bro, what is. Dude, I think I'm the reason why the market is chopping, bro. Every time that I leave, bro, go away again. All right, bro. I go away. All right, bro. Dude, literally, like, I come back and I just see a huge red candle to the downside, bro. Like, and I come back and it works. No, dude. I don't even think it's becoming a joke anymore, bro. End the stream, go away, go get water, bro. Dude, what is this, bro? Nah, seriously, hopefully we can sell off now, bro. Please. I'm trying to get out of this trade, bro. I'm trying to get out of this market, bro. At least green, you know what I mean? For the love of God, bro, please. Dude, this is the trade-off of hopes and dreams, bro. Literally a trade-off hopes and dreams. Someone said go walk your cat, bro. Nah, at least hopefully we can break below these lows so we can at least start forming something in terms of like a trend. If we can get that, then you know what I mean? Hopefully we can get something. In the meantime, I'm gonna watch some TV because this market is boring as hell. All right, I'm gonna turn on the AC one second, guys. All right, I'm back. Davis almost said you're good, bro. Nah, bro. That's when I don't look at the like. If I don't look at the market, bro, it actually does like, bro. Nah, bro. People are telling that that's telling me to leave, bro. Davey, not slick. We hear the Clash Royale. Nah, bro. I'm watching Jinxie, bro. Dude, there's no way that we dumped really quick and we pumped back up, bro. Oh my, the trade of doom, bro. Dude, I promise you guys, once this trade is over, bro, I'm getting off, bro. I am not trying to think about a chart again, bro. Jeez, dude. I think I'm done with the markets for the week, bro. Stressful ass week. David, news articles say that CPI will be released even with the government shut down. I mean, how does that even work? The government shut. How are we gonna get the data? You know what I mean? And if I ain't looking so bad right now, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I can switch it up for you guys. Let me see. When is CPI coming out? CPI was scheduled. It's scheduled to release Friday 24. This is the reschedule from its original date due to a government shutdown. But the government is still shut down. So how the hell are we gonna get the data? You know what I mean? Dude, this market, bro. It is so bad, bro. Now we're just randomly pumping, bro. All that for nothing. They'll probably just reschedule. That's what I'm saying, bro. They'll probably just reschedule it tomorrow. This market is that's the most stressful market I've ever traded in my life, bro. Like, I want to be able to tell you guys what to expect in like whenever, but there's literally not like we're just trading off a barcode. Like it's literally now, it's literally a 50-50 whether this trade works out or not. You know what I mean? Like it's gotten to that point. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but bro, there's literally nothing I could do here. Like there's nothing to commentate on. There's nothing to like really chart or nothing. Like it's just literally hopes and dreams off this chart. We're gonna hold through lunch hour, dude. Probably. Hey, we're creating lower highs and lower lows, dude. In this chop, lower highs and lower lows doesn't even matter, bro, because anything can happen. The market doesn't know where it wants to go. That's literally the problem. It's like we have good volume because price is moving. It's just we have no momentum. Like it doesn't know where it wants to go. It doesn't know where it wants to dump all this volume into. So that's why this chart looks like a fucking Christmas tree. Put me in the asylum, dude. Dead ass. David, what's your favorite Christmas decoration, dude? These are the questions that we're getting now with the choppy ass market, dude. Is that like is a little train that goes around the tree? I used to love that shit as a kid. You know how the chat is bad when you see this shit in the chat. Dead ass, bro. Oh man. And why is bro actually answering? Because I have nothing to talk about, bro. I've talked about anything chart related. I've talked about for today, bro. Like that's it. Like that. It literally got to the point where I got so bored with that I turned on the TV, and I'm just waiting for this trade to do whatever it needs to do, bro, so I can get off. And if you guys are a new trader in here, like you guys joined in the last few days, bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is not the market that we had last week or like in the last 6 weeks, bro. Just ran like it was bound to get choppy eventually, though. All new people right now, dude, dead ass, bro. I can check right now, and I'm already expecting like 10 people to be gone already. Be like, yeah, nah, this guy was lying. He sucks. I already know, bro. The new people called you all types of ass at this point. I already know. I already know. I already know. Yeah, dude. Now we're just pumping hysterically, bro. You broke recent highs. Yeah, bro. We're literally creating a fair value cap in chop, bro. Like, how does this even happen? Or we're about to, at least. Like, bro. Take stop, profit loss. Bro, dead ass. Dude, guys, I'm literally telling you guys, if I notice any sort of chop tomorrow in tomorrow's live training session, even off the first minute of market open, I'm gonna get off, bro. I don't even care. I don't care, bro. There's no this week's market is so draining, bro. I already want the weekend to come by, bro. Why don't we trade ES? It's not like ES is any better. It's really the same thing. I'm telling you, the whole market right now, like any stock that you look at or any like whatever you look at, it's gonna be choppy. Nothing is happening. The market has nothing to move off of. But yeah, dude, this thing's getting closer to the stop loss, bro. We had a little bit of hope at first, bro, but now this trade is done. It's about to be done. I'm probably gonna have this inverse up here as well, but I'm not taking it, dude. I am done. I'm not trading this chop. I don't care if it works out, bro. Like I would consider this 15-minute inverse, but dude, I am like I said, bro. I'm not gonna fall for any price action that we're getting right now, bro. I am not trading this inverse. I'll probably, if anything, I'll just wait for something in the PM session, but not this. I'm not trading this chop. Yep, there's a stop out, bro. Oh my god, guys, I am done for the day, bro. I am done, dude. Today's market was garbage, straight garbage. Very straight buns, bro. Wow, bro. If you guys want to do something off that inverse, I wish you the best of luck, bro. I'm not trading it. Guys, I am off, bro. I'm off of the charts, bro. I'm gonna take the L for the day. Maybe if I see something in the PM, I'll let you know. But I'm probably off of the charts for the day. But the winning streak is done, bro. There's no way I'm recovering this back for today at least. But yeah, guys, I'm done for the day. All right, guys. Bro's mad, dude. I'm annoyed, bro. It's been a slow ass market. We've been on the charts for 2 hours now, and we haven't gotten anything but straight chop. So yeah. The one day I joined, dude, tomorrow will be better, hopefully. All right, but now, guys, I'm off, man. I'm off. All right, guys. If anything, I'll see you guys hopefully later if something comes up in the PM session. But if not, then I'll just be on tomorrow. Name on market, yeah. Tomorrow's OPEX. Don't tell me that. No, it's not. OPEX was last week. That's right. Yeah, OPEX is Friday. Yeah, no, dude, don't scare me like that, bro. Tomorrow's not OPEX. Anyways, guys, I'm off. I'm gonna try to trade something in the PM session. I don't know if I will be able to, but yeah, I think I'm done for the day. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow or later, hopefully. But yeah, guys, I'm off, man. I'm off. Peace out, guys. Peace. And YouTube, guys, the first losing day in over 45 days, bro. The first day that we actually end the day red. 45 days. Oh, man. It sucks, but that's how the market is, bro. Super lame market. Market sucks today. Couldn't get my edge in the market, so end the red. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get off, guys. And if anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. All right, guys. Peace out.